Hey, I'm Jamey from Stonemeyer Games, and today I'm going to talk about my favorite mechanism in a small box game called Rainbow. Rainbow, the only image right now on Board Game Geek is this image. So that's what I'm going to be showing you of Rainbow. It's a cute little box, and it is a shedding game with I think, a ladder climbing element. We were debating whether or not this is true about Rainbow. But the basic idea of the game is that you're dealt a hand of cards, and that hand of cards is your hand for the entire game, and you're trying to get rid of that hand of cards. And to gain points along the way. And so you can get rid of cards either in a straight, so like a 1, 2, 3, or I can get rid of cards in sets of the same number. So if someone says, okay, in this hand I'm playing a pair of 2s, then I need to play something better than a pair of 2s to get rid of those cards. The game offers 2 twists in addition to this, and this classic shedding element. One is that the cards that you play create the pool of points for the next round or the next turn. So, for example, if I play 2 6s, 6 is the highest number in the game, then those 6s become points for whoever wins the next hand to gain, and everyone's going to get some points. So it'll be 6s, and then whatever the next highest card is, a pair of those 2, or the 2 next highest cards, and then so on for the number of number of players. So there will be in a 4-player game, there will be 4 stacks of 2 cards that are equal to those points. So this adds a really neat twist to the game, because it means that you might have a pretty poor hand this turn. Maybe someone has played 4 5s. And those 4 5s, they're in play now. You know that some high value point cards are going to be in play for the next round. And so you might decide to play just a few low cards because you think you have a really good set of cards or good straight of cards to play in the next turn so that you can earn some of those 5s. So you're constantly getting this information about what the points will be in the next turn. And you can play, if you're following the player, you can play based on that information. The other neat twist about Rainbow is that at any given time on your turn, instead of playing a better pair of cards or straight of cards, whatever it is you decide to play, you could just play one card. Just play one card. So rather than following the ladder, rather than continuing to climb the ladder, you can just get rid of a card. And again, this can play into the point value decision. Do you get rid of a high? Do you play a 6 and create a high value point spread for the next hand because you think you can do really well? You pay a 1 because you don't think you have a strong hand for your next turn, or a strong decision to make, a strong play on your next turn. I love that decision space there of saying, okay, I don't want to try to win this hand, or I don't want to try to be in the top 1 or 2 players in this hand. I just want to play a single card. I'm going to get rid of a single card, and that means I'm going to shed slower, but I'm setting myself up for a stronger turn in the future, hopefully, or better points in the future. Combination of 2 great mechanisms there in Rainbow for such a small, light, and really cute game. It really had some really interesting decision spaces in the game, and I would definitely play it again if we were looking for a good filler game to play. So those are my thoughts on Rainbow. If you can think of any other ladder climbing games where you can kind of opt out of the ladder, let me know your thoughts on that, and the idea of this shedding game where you're creating the points as you play for the next turn of the game. I thought that was really cool as well. Those are my thoughts on Rainbow. Thanks.